Alright, today we are checking out the Movcan V30 Pro Max. This is a dual battery, dual motor e-bike. Their website claims that it does 3,000 watts peak, and that's 1,500 per motor. Check it in the dual motors here. Now they state that this can peak at like 38 miles an hour roughly. So we'll see. But let's first stop here before anybody comes, and we'll do a 0 to whatever with single motor, and then we'll do the same thing with dual motor. So here we go. So this is a single motor, one single 1,500 watt peak motor, which they say on single motor you should be able to get over 30 miles an hour. And we are verifying that with the GPS. Now I am a 240 pound rider. I am 6'2", so pedaling this bike is not something I'm going to want to do. So most of this test is going to be throttle only. Here we go, flat part of the road. Let's see if we can get over 30. It is kind of windy right now. We're getting a headwind, so we're getting close to 30. Oh, there we go. 30 miles an hour, single motor. And their speedometer says 31, and it's got cruise control. So if you hold the throttle for an extended period of time, you're going to get automatic cruise control where the throttle just stays engaged, which personally I really like when bikes are set up like that. So here we are, we're going to roll down this way. Oh, we're going to wait though. Wait for this truck. And oh, there we go with the dual motors. Let's see what our top speed is this way. Now the seat's pretty comfortable. I've already tested the brakes and they work really good. The screen's kind of hard to see in bright daylight like it is right now. We're hitting 33. We are hitting about 34-35 miles per hour top speed with dual motors. And where this bike is really going to shine is climbing hills. So yes, it gets a pretty high top speed, but hill climbing capabilities on a dual motor bike is where you're going to really feel the overall performance. And that's what we're going to do now, is we're going to head over to the hill where I do all of my hill climbing tests. And we should be able to tackle all the hills that I take my bikes on, from a 6% all the way to a 12% grade. Now, as long as no cars are coming, I'm going to cruise in single motor mode for a while. And we are on the highest mode, which is PAS 5. Now you can pedal this bike, but given my height and that this is a e-moped style, it's not very comfortable. What is comfortable though is the seat. The seat is incredibly padded and it is super comfy. I really like the seat. One of the better ones I've had the opportunity to sit on. Now because this is a dual battery bike, it is 40 amp hours, so you're going to get quite a bit of range. And we do have dual hydraulic brakes. We also have rear turn signals with a switch right here, and we have a horn. Plus a derailleur with a 7-speed gear shifter over here by Shimano. And the screen is fully colored, and we do have full suspension as well. So I'll go over all the details with you once we stop here, but that's pretty much it. Now if you guys are looking to purchase this bike, use coupon code RANDY to save 15% off the price of your e-bike for a dual battery, dual motor, full suspension e-bike. That's a really, really good deal. So here we are, we kick it into dual motors. And we should have no problems climbing these hills. Hello. And we climbed the 6% grade at 23 miles an hour. Now with full throttle, dual motor, we should get about 40 miles of range, maybe more. If you pedal, you'll get a lot more. And if you use the single motor a lot, you're gonna get even more than that. So you should be able to get quite a bit of range, more than you'll ever need for an e-bike like this. So here we are on the 8%, and we hit that at 16 miles per hour. Looks like they've thrown a whole bunch more houses up since the last time I've been by there. Suspension works really good. Feels comfortable. And brakes work really good. They are Logan hydraulic brakes, I believe. Now this is the 10% grade. We're gonna go down and turn around and come back up it using dual motors. We should have absolutely no problem climbing this hill. And we should be able to climb the 12% with no problem as well. We will see. Here we are. We're going to start out in single motor, and we'll push the button here. And it's climbing this hill no problem, which I figured it would. And we got down at 18 miles an hour there at the 10% grade. So our final hill will be the 12% grade. And I'll show you that now. Okay, here we go. We're going to kick it into dual motors now. Now this is the 12% grade. Right past this church entrance sign. We are going at 15 miles an hour. And there's a car behind me. Alright, here we are with the Movcan V30 Pro Max. This is a dual motor, dual battery, and dual suspension e-bike. It has a 1500 watt peak motor in the front and the rear, so 3000 watts peak. Now some of the information on their website does say it's 4000 watt peak. I very seriously doubt it. But it is a 48 volt e-bike, and you can kind of tell that in the power. But being a dual motor e-bike, you're not really going to notice too much power loss. Overall, this bike is performing very well on my testing. Now it does have a really nice plush seat. They also make a bunch of accessories for this bike, including a rear rack, which I might try to get my hands on. But so far, I really like the bike. It is a little bit smaller, so it's not as big as, let's say, like the Grizzly. Grizzly's a little bit longer. This is a nice bike for somebody in the like 6 foot range. It has the gas tank style battery, which is 20 amp hour, and then the frame battery down here, the Shark style battery, which is also 20 amp hour. Now there are no on off switches to either of these, so you can't power them off, which is usually something they put on these bikes for safety, so you can turn the bike off when it's just sitting still. Neither of these batteries have it. Now I do really like the seat. It is super padded. This whole thing is cushioned, and it's super comfortable, and it kind of flares up here, so keeps you in the saddle while you're riding. Now it is a pedal e-bike. It does have pedals, and those pedals are really there just for looks and legality purposes. Now it does have Logan hydraulic brakes. The rotors are only 160 millimeter though on the front and back, but the stopping power is pretty decent. I didn't have any issues with that. Now here's the markings for the motor. It does say 48 volt 1500 watts, and it does have a Shimano Tourney derailleur, and it is a 7-speed. It did come with foot pegs, so you can put foot pegs on here if you are going to have a passenger riding on the back, as well as it does have a derailleur guard and a single walled chain guard, and it does have plastic fenders. All things that I like to see, other than I wish it did have a double walled chain guard on there. It does have a rear taillight, and that taillight does have integrated turn signals, so if we flip the turn signals on, you'll be able to see that. They are sequential. And then in the front here, we have a headlight with a halo around it, and it's really bright actually. Then we had the moped style handlebars here. Now it is front suspension and rear suspension, both of which perform pretty decently. We didn't do any off-roading or anything, but it did its job. It was pretty comfortable. Now let's go ahead and hop up here on the bike, and we do have a colored screen. You might be able to see that. It does have a battery gauge, as well as it has a lot of information. So if you push the power button, it'll show you your max speed, your average speed, and then your current speed. If you double click it, it changes the menu down here at the bottom. So currently we've been on the bike for 18 minutes. It shows the voltage, which is 50.3, and it shows the trip odometer, and then you have your regular odometer over there. Here is your headlight switch with your dual motor switch, turn signals, horn, and then your menu selectors over here with the plus, minus, and power button. You can get in the settings by pushing and holding the plus and minus together. It takes you through a bunch of different stuff. I don't know what all of these are. They may be listed on their manual, but it comes unlocked from the factory, so you don't really need to even worry about the secret menu at all, unless you're just resetting your trip or something like that. But that's pretty much it for the Movcan V30 Pro Max, and let me know what you guys think in the comments about this bike. I think for the price, man, you're getting a whole lot of bike out of this, and I will leave a link in the description. Again, use code Randy if you want to save 15%. Any purchase you do make does directly support my channel, and I appreciate everybody who goes out there and uses my link and my code. That'll do it for the Movcan V30 Pro Max. Leave your comments down below and let me know what you think about this budget friendly, dual battery, dual suspension, dual motor e-bike. Again, if you guys are interested, check it out. Hit the link in the top of the description. And until the next one, I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.